The vanishing act. When she disappears from your inbox. You meet someone. The conversation flows effortlessly. You find yourself smiling at your phone, eagerly awaiting her next message. The connection feels real, almost magical. You share laughs, maybe even a kiss. The chemistry is undeniable, and you start to imagine a future together. You think about the places you'll go, the experiences you'll share. You're excited to see where things go. You check your phone constantly, hoping for her name to pop up. Then, poof, she vanishes. The texts go unanswered. The silence is deafening. Your messages hang in digital limbo. You start to question everything. Did you say something wrong? Did you come on too strong? The uncertainty gnaws at you. You're left staring at your phone, wondering what went wrong. Ghosting. It's the dating trend that feels like a punch to the gut. It's as if she disappeared into thin air, leaving you with nothing but questions. It's the dating trend that feels like a punch to the gut. The emotional impact is profound. You feel rejected, confused, and hurt. It's a blow to your self-esteem, and it happens to the best of us. No one is immune to the sting of being ghosted. It's a universal experience that transcends age, gender, and background. But before you spiral into a pit of self-doubt, let's take a deep breath and unpack why ghosting happens and what you can do about it. Understanding the reasons behind her silence can provide some clarity, because understanding the psychology behind her silence is the first step to moving on. Maybe she wasn't ready for a relationship, maybe she had personal issues, or perhaps she just didn't feel the same connection. Whatever the reason, it's important to remember that her actions are a reflection of her, not you. By gaining insight into the phenomenon of ghosting, you can start to heal and move forward with confidence. Decoding the ghost, why she went silent. Here's the thing about ghosting, it's rarely about you. When someone suddenly stops responding, it can feel deeply personal, like a direct rejection of who you are. But more often than not, ghosting is a reflection of the ghoster's own emotional landscape, insecurities, and communication skills, or lack thereof. It's important to understand that ghosting is not a new phenomenon. It's been around for as long as people have been dating. However, with the rise of digital communication, it has become more prevalent and easier to execute. The anonymity and detachment provided by texting and social media make it simpler for someone to disappear without a trace. Let's break down some common reasons why women ghost: fear of confrontation, sudden loss of interest, overwhelmed and overcommitted, and breadcrumbing, fear of confrontation. Many people struggle with difficult conversations. It's not easy to tell someone that you're not interested or that things aren't working out. The fear of hurting someone's feelings or facing an emotional reaction can be overwhelming. So instead of explaining why she's not feeling it, she avoids the awkwardness altogether by disappearing. This avoidance can stem from past experiences where confrontations led to arguments or emotional distress. By ghosting, she might feel she's protecting both herself and you from an uncomfortable situation. Sudden loss of interest. Sometimes that initial spark fizzles out. It's a natural part of dating. The excitement and novelty can wear off, and she might realize that the connection isn't as strong as she initially thought. It could be anything. Your profiles were mismatched, she met someone else, or maybe your last joke fell flat. The reasons can be varied and often have little to do with you personally. It's about her feelings and perceptions. Overwhelmed and overcommitted, life gets busy. In today's fast-paced world, balancing work, family, friends, and personal time can be a juggling act. She might be dealing with a heavy workload, personal issues, or other commitments that leave little room for dating. She might be juggling work, family, friends, and a dozen other commitments. In such cases, dating can become an added stressor rather than a source of joy. Ghosting might be her way of hitting the pause button on dating to focus on other aspects of her life. It's not that she doesn't care, it's that she might not have the bandwidth to maintain a new relationship. This doesn't excuse the behavior, but it provides some context. Breadcrumbing. This is the worst kind of ghosting, where she throws out sporadic messages to keep you on the hook without any intention of progressing things further. It's a way to keep options open without committing. Breadcrumbing can be incredibly frustrating because it gives you just enough hope to keep you engaged, but not enough to build a meaningful connection. It's a manipulative tactic that can leave you feeling confused and undervalued. Whatever the reason, remember this: ghosting says more about the person doing it than the person experiencing it. It's a reflection of their inability to communicate effectively and handle relationships maturely. You deserve clear communication and respect. If someone ghosts you, it's a sign that they might not have been the right person for you in the first place. It's better to know now than to invest more time and energy into a relationship that lacks mutual respect and understanding. Her ghosting says more about her than it does about you. Take it as a learning experience and move forward with the knowledge that you deserve better. Keep your head high and your heart open for someone who values and respects you. Don't panic. It's probably not you, seriously. When someone ghosts us, it's easy to internalize it as a personal rejection. We analyze every message, every interaction, searching for clues that we did something wrong, but here's the truth. You can't control how someone else behaves. Instead of blaming yourself, shift your focus to what you can control. Your own actions and reactions. Don't give her silence more power than it deserves. The power of silence. Give her space to breathe. You're tempted to send another text, maybe a funny meme or a casual, "Hey, you still there?" Resist the urge. Bombarding her with messages will only push her further away. Right now, silence is your strongest ally. Why? Because space shows confidence. It demonstrates that you respect her boundaries and that you're not desperate for her attention. You have a life outside of your phone, and you're not going to chase someone who's not reciprocating your interest. Reaching out, one last try with an expiration date. Okay, you've given her space, you've respected her need for distance, and that's commendable. But now, you're left in a state of limbo, wondering what went wrong or if there's any chance to reconnect. But you're still left with unanswered questions. Questions that keep you up at night, replaying every conversation, every moment, trying to decipher where things might have taken a turn. It's okay to send one final message, but keep it short, sweet, and self-assured. This isn't about begging for answers or pleading for another chance. It's about closure and clarity. Here's an example. "Hey," her name, "I enjoyed our conversations, but I haven't heard from you lately." This simple message conveys your feelings without overwhelming her. "I'm wishing you all the best." This line shows that you care about her well-being, even if things didn't work out as you hoped. This message accomplishes a few things. It provides a sense of closure for you, knowing that you've expressed your thoughts and feelings one last time. One, it acknowledges the situation without being accusatory. You're not pointing fingers or placing blame. You're simply stating the reality of the situation. Two, it reiterates your interest while respecting her space. You're letting her know that you valued the time you spent together, but you're also giving her the freedom to respond or not. Three, it leaves the door open for her to respond if she chooses without expecting anything. This is crucial. You're not demanding a reply, you're simply offering an opportunity for her to reach out if she wants to. Important. If she doesn't respond to this message, it's time to move on. You've done your part. You've reached out with kindness and respect. Now it's up to her. If she chooses not to respond, take it as a sign to focus on yourself and your own growth. Remember, this isn't the end of your story, just a chapter that has come to a close. Embrace the future with an open heart and mind. Level up. The best revenge is a better you. Rejection stings, even when it comes in the form of a ghost. But instead of letting it derail you, use this experience as fuel for personal growth. Channel your energy into becoming the best version of yourself. Hit the gym, pursue your passions, learn a new skill. When you focus on your own happiness and fulfillment, you become magnetic. And who knows, you might just find someone who's worthy of your time and energy. The reappearance, handling her return, if it happens. Sometimes the ghost will try to re-enter your life. Maybe she resurfaces with a casual text or a vague apology. If this happens, proceed with caution. Remember, actions speak louder than words. Don't let her back in without a genuine explanation for her behavior. If she's not willing to take responsibility for her actions, she's likely to repeat the pattern. Moving on. Finding someone who sticks around. The beauty of dating is that there's an abundance of opportunities to connect with amazing people. Don't let one person's bad behavior taint your view of the entire dating pool. See this experience as a filtering process. She might have ghosted, but in doing so, she revealed her own insecurities and inability to communicate effectively. And that's valuable information. It means she wasn't the right fit for you. You've got this, embrace the journey. Dating can be a roller coaster of emotions. There will be highs and lows, moments of connection, and yes, even ghosting. But remember, you are worthy of love and respect. Don't settle for anything less. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever been ghosted? How did you handle it? And don't forget to subscribe for more dating advice and insights.